Hello, hello. I'm so excited you're here and I can't wait to share what I have in store for you today. This is all about amplifying your impact and using personal branding photography as a tool for this. So this training is for you if you are looking at building a thought leadership presence online, potentially building a speaker career, or are already in business. Perhaps you have a consultancy or you're already running a service-based business and you know that being visible online is where it's at. And I want to help you get there using personal branding as a tool for that. So we're going to get stuck in. I can't wait to share all this with you. And I have some really exciting things coming up for you as well. So I'm just going to share screen here with you and I shall put this in presentation mode as well. So let's get stuck in. Amplify your impact, the power of personal branding photography to share your contributions, raise your public profile, and ignite leadership impact. So what we're going to cover is, firstly, what creates a personal brand with impact and why is this important? And then we're going to look at why photographs are an essential personal branding marketing tool. Then we're going to go through where and how to incorporate photographs into your online messaging. And then, as a really great bonus, I'm going to share with you my number one tool for how to fine-tune your own personal brand with an online brand audit. So definitely stay tuned for the end. So personal branding, if you don't already know that much about personal branding, you can see it as like what Jeff describes as it's what people say about you when you're not in the room. And, you as a walking, talking individual, you are actually a brand, whether you like it or not, know it or not, we are all personal brands. And so you have the ability right now to actually sort of shape the way that you're seen online, not in a contrived, manipulated way that some people think of when they think of personal branding, but in a really authentic way so that you can show up in your fullest expression and allow those who need you to find you. So it's a really important and powerful tool to do this. And personal branding, when it's done in a really authentic way, it can be so liberating. So that's what I love about personal branding. Why do you need this? Why do we need this whole personal brand piece? Because it actually helps you to be known for something. It helps the people who need you find you. It allows you to show up as that expert that you are, share what you know, share those contributions, and then become that industry leader that, is booked for speaking gigs, is paid the premium rates for what you offer, is, invited to industry networking events and to be judges on panels. So the value of really honing in on your personal brand is absolutely huge. Personal brands with impact. I thought what I'd do is just share a few case studies with you, just so you can get a sense of even what that whole the personal branding from a visual perspective can even look like. So I want to share 3 case studies. We're looking at Naomi Simpson, who's the founder of Red Balloon. She's a best-selling author. I have actually read most of her books. Lisa Messenger, same thing. She is an incredible force. She's an entrepreneur for entrepreneurs, and she's the founder and chief editor-in-chief of the Collective Hub. So she has produced multiple magazines, a whole empire, and numerous, award-winning books. And she continues to be a massive inspiration. Lisa Leong is actually one of my clients. So I want to share with you some photographs I've even taken of Lisa Leong. And, she's an ABC radio presenter. She's the author of This Working Life. She's a speaker and, she is an absolute gem of a person. So we'll get to know her a little bit better as well. Ultimately, personal brands with impact are recognizable. They've built a know, like, and trust factor. They know who they serve, and authenticity is at the heart. So I really want to stress that. So someone like Naomi Simpson, her brand is really about, the Red Balloon brand is really about adventure. It's about experiences. It's about creating memories. So everything in her branding really hones in on that. It really creates that feeling of, about experiences. So you'll see, her Instagram tiles really showcases her living her best life, what the memories that she's created have been like with other people, how important experiences are to her. She also, is regularly featured on podcasts, articles. She's often wearing the red too, which is a great tool in personal branding, is, to pick a color or a style or something that can actually people just grab and resonate with straight off the bat. So as soon as you walk in the room, or Naomi walks in the room wearing her red, we know automatically, Naomi, she's the CEO of Red Balloon. So she's done a really clever job of actually curating a personal brand for herself. So this is intentional, and it's what you can do too with your own personal brand. So that's something that definitely want to point out. Also, yeah, look, the color thing, you don't have to walk around wearing a set color, but it's just a clever tool that I just wanted to present as well. Lisa Messenger, she's all about living her life out loud. She is a bit of a risk taker. She has a presence about her that's got a bit of edge and fire. So, in the personal branding world, you don't have to show up all polished and, clean cut in every way to be a known figure. The importance of personal branding is actually to really hone in on who you are. It is a self-development program to take yourself through so that you can actually learn and become really effective as to who you are, and then bring that out even more fully in your messaging, in your brand, in your style, so that people actually see who you are for who you are, and then they only want to work with you. So personal branding, I'll just point out, is not about a one size fits all. It's about you really understanding your strengths, your skills, your unique skill set, your talent, how you serve, who you want to serve, so that you can really amplify that to your audience. And then those that resonate with you will come to you and will love you and will only want to work with you. And those that don't really get you, that's fine. You'll repel those people. And that's the benefit and the power of personal branding. Lisa Leong, now she is someone who is exactly as you see her. She's vibrant, she's fun. So it's always so much fun photographing her. I've photographed her several times over the years, and she always shows up with that dynamic, fun personality, because that's just who she is. And so when she shows up on stage to do an ABC, interview, or to be featured, online somewhere, she's always herself. To build that personal brand, it's all about consistency. So by showing up more fully as yourself, it's easier to replicate that. So personal branding, just to emphasize that point, is not about trying to be anyone you're not. It's about really owning who you are and then showing that part of you, freely. So her vibrant, fun, personality really does drive her brand and her style. The language that is used around Lisa is so much around that as well. She is featured in numerous campaigns on stage, and it's always got that fun energy. There's life and brightness with her. So that's something to also consider is, what's the tone of voice in your brand? Is it something more sort of deep and centered kind of feel, or are you quite a fun, vibrant personality, or somewhere in between? So getting a sense of that will really help drive your personal brand and make it even stronger. So you might be thinking, look, it's all been said before. We've heard all of that. Why do people even need to hear from me? And I often work with my clients around visibility, because we all experience so many visibility blocks. And, I just want to say that the way that you see the world, your particular expertise, the framework that you use is so unique. And the way that you share your view, your expertise, your wisdom, and, your contributions in the world is going to be your unique way that will resonate with particular people. So there's definitely things that have been done before, but they haven't been done your way. Your expertise, your ideas, your story is very unique, and it's something that we all need to and want to hear. So just bear that in mind when you're thinking, I don't really want to get this visible. I don't know how to do this. It's actually something that we can work on together. So the power of personal branding photography. So look, I mean, obviously I'm a photographer, so I might be a bit biased here, but I really do believe that with strong personal brand photography to back up your brand, you're going to resonate at a much faster rate with your ideal audience, with, you know, building that network. It's going to accelerate 100 times. So, you know, obviously though as well, you know, photography is something that will just stop the scroll. You know, human beings, our brains process visuals way faster than text. I think it's something like 60,000 times faster. So you're going to grab the attention of your viewer right from the get-go. Consistency builds trust and credibility. So the more you show up and show your layers of your personality, show who you are, you know, show the fun side, show the serious sides, show all those layers, the more that people will start to understand who you actually are. They'll see you, they'll feel you. And, you know, the more regularly you do that and you show your face, the more you'll build that trust and that connection. You know, when you show up online and showcase who you are, you know, you're growing your network. And this is the real power of what photography does too. It really helps to nurture and build that network of people who just really love what you bring. So with photography, you can convey your story more powerfully. You can share, you can share the depth behind who you are. You can build a legacy-led career based upon this personal branding photography being a really true reflection of who you are. So, you know, ways that you are often, I'm finding my clients are often using their personal branding photography to show up with their contributions is things like magazine features, PR and media. So many of my clients get asked all the time about, you know, about being featured, and everyone asks for a photograph, or several photographs. So that's something that definitely you'll need to have on hand is those branding photographs. And, you know, for articles, for when even you're featured on other colleagues, blog posts, you know, their blogs and things like that, there's always going to be a need to use photographs for these. Of course, you know, you've got places like your website where you can use your photographs on your about page, your banner, any blog post that you may write, in your services page. There's just so many places where you can show up, you know, on your website. And then, of course, articles. If you're working in corporate as well, you'll always get asked to promote yourself internally as well. So, you know, having photographs on hand for that is just so powerful. And then, of course, if you're someone like Lisa who's written, you know, books and, you know, you want to create more of a profile and really promote your book, you know, multiple photographs for that is actually essential as well. And then, of course, you've got your speaker kit. So, you know, someone like here's Sonia McDonald, she's a well-known speaker, and, you know, she's got a great speaker kit which incorporates all the photographs from our photo shoot. That's one of them that you'll see here. In fact, all of these photographs are photographs that I've taken. So you'll see how you can build upon your brand using personal branding photography. Again, you've got things like LinkedIn profile and banner is a great place to use your branding photographs. You know, often people forget about that real estate there. That is just prime to capture your ideal network's attention and let them see who you are and what you do. So you've got LinkedIn articles, which is another great way to, you know, really share your expertise. And of course, having a visual to go with that is just so key to really honing in on your personal brand and your presence and allowing people to see who you are and connect with you. And then you can also incorporate text, which is a great tool to create context with the image. So, you know, you can see there, Angela Koning, she's used text beside her image to really talk about her mission. Then you've got all the tiles on Facebook and social media, Instagram, Twitter. You know, you can continually be showing up, incorporating branding photography to, again, showcase maybe your lifestyle, showcase who you serve, the way you work. Again, just always building a presence to really allow your audience to come into your world and connect with you. It's the best way to build trust It's the best way to build a brand that stands out and actually stands the test of time as well. And then, of course, you've got podcasts. So podcast profile, you can also use images there, social media tiles to promote your podcast. So just before we get into the online audit, so just to wrap up that piece, you are going to find so many possibilities to be able to use your branding photographs. So, definitely refer back to this and, have a look through. But what we're going to do next is we're going to go through what I call an online personal branding audit. So this is a really powerful tool to assess what your current personal brand is all about, how it looks, how it feels to your potential client, and is it on point? So we're going to go through that now. So your personal brand online audit. I find this is so powerful. What you can do now is actually just take a screen grab even of this slide and refer back to it, because what I find is so valuable, and many of my clients do do this regularly, is to actually go onto Google and just start looking at what your brand is actually saying about you. Is it reflecting your strengths, your talent, your expertise accurately? Is it reflecting your personality? So these are some of the questions that I've got here that you can ask yourself as you're going through pages on Google. What is my, what is being said about you? So you can look at, what are my areas of expertise? Are they actually being communicated well online? Is it being communicated well who you work with, who you serve? What really matters to you, your values, what you stand for, your interests, your hobbies, and your personality. So go through Google, look through multiple pages, not just page one, and just see what comes up. It's so fascinating to see it. And then just go through it with the lens of everything we've covered in terms of your personal brand. Look at social media, what is already currently out there that has your name attached to it. How accurately are you being depicted online? Look at LinkedIn articles, even go, revisit your LinkedIn profile. Is your banner up to date? Is it something that's really reflecting who you are now? Look at your Facebook profile, even your personal profile, because everyone nowadays stalks you online and they will look at your personal Facebook page as well. So it's really powerful to actually be a little bit clever about how you communicate what you do to anyone who comes online to really find out who you are. You've got Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, of course. And then, as we went through to your website. So now that we've covered this, we've looked into personal brand and how you can show up and how you can sort of curate your brand in a way that really accurately reflects who you are in an authentic way. So, go through your website if you have one. So look at your homepage, look at your about page and your services and blog and everywhere where you've got content to actually see, does it accurately reflect who you are? So thank you so much. This is the end of the presentation. I hope you enjoyed this. I would love to learn more about you, discover what you may need in your business to really launch yourself, maybe move into that thought leadership kind of profile, or maybe venture into speaking, where you want to build your visibility. We offer individual photo shoot experiences as well. So, as well as coaching. So personal branding coaching is something that I offer as a one-on-one package, but we are moving into group packages as well. Do inquire, get in touch. If this is resonating with you and you'd like to know more, I would love to find out more about you. And, also if you are working currently as part of an organization, we do offer corporate team photo shoots all over Australia as well. And individual experiences, photo shoot experiences are so much fun. We spend time looking actually at your personal brand and discovering the layers of you that we want to draw out in the photos. So this is a really fun experience. It can be really liberating. And that's what I want from you more than anything, is to really show up in the world in a way that you feel so excited to share your contributions so that you can make a really great positive impact in the world. So I hope this has been a great experience for you being here. I'm really excited to have you be here today. Again, do reach out. You can DM or email, and I can't wait to meet you and learn more about you. I look forward to hearing more soon. Thank you. Bye.